In our world of incredibly diverse opportunities and unusual possibilities, the difference between what we expect to see and reality can be surprisingly different. Recently, while riding the local mountain bike trails, I encountered a group of unicyclists. I was amazed to find they were able to ride the same features as mountain bikers. I realized unicyclists are far more extreme and capable than what I had seen of them in the circus. This is an entire sport of its own.
Unicycling is a unique sport. It's endlessly challenging. I've been unicycling for 30 years and I'm still learning new things and still finding new ways to challenge myself. I also like all the friendships I get. I can say quite proudly I've got friends who are under 10 years old. I've got friends who are over 60 and everything in between. And I like to teach them. I get a thrill when you do your first solo 10-meter ride. I will personally get a thrill out of that. That just feels great.
There's a big unicycling event put on twice a year in Hutchinson, Minnesota called Down on the Farm Muni Weekend, where unicyclists gather for some killer riding, skills building, and competition.
Tell me what the point of what they're doing is, because this isn't just a teeter-totter.
No, what they're supposed to do is start on the platform and then ride across the teeter-totter and get to the other side. Each line has a description of what you're supposed to do. It's actually a bit of a challenge because it rolls as he's going over the point. Right there, it throws you.
Oh, it shifts its weight, and so
yeah,
then it's gonna...
so it pulls you forward, and if you're not used to that, it throws you off
yeah.
quite a bit.
This seems a lot like miniature golf to me, because they've got little challenges that they can do at each spot, and each one of them is different.
This is a 4-hour competition, and there's probably 100 lines. So if you're going to try to do every single one, you've got to conserve your energy if you want to go for the win. But a lot of these guys, they're doing it to challenge themselves.
These guys look like they're riding a rail.
They're grinding. On the cranks or grind on the pedal.
And keep your weight on the pedal, not on the rail.
So this is a thing of, you know, highly developed skill. It's not like get lucky, get up there and you go.
No. This is, he's probably worked hours to get to the point where you can grind on this.
They grind, crank grab, ride the skaties, go to rubber, unispin, crank flip, cross the gap, drop down, and more. All things with specific names to unicycling. This is a culture in itself with a distinct language and a variety of disciplines.
What we've got here is trials. It's more hoppy, like you hop onto things, off things, you ride skinnies. That's trials. And then we've got Muni, mountain unicycling, which is always outdoors. And it's a lot of trails with natural obstacles. And then you've got freestyle, which is usually done in a gymnasium. And then we play hockey, basketball on unicycles, of course.
Yeah, great, because both hands are available for whatever you want to do.
Right.
Yeah, wow.
And then we do distance riding as well.
You say that you've been up on
16 feet.
16-foot unicycle?
Unicycling seems so playful and aimed towards kids' participation. But this is not just a youth-oriented sport. People of all ages participate and at all levels of concentration.
Well, one thing that's kind of neat is that everybody's unicycling. My wife's still learning, but the rest of us unicycle, so that's my 4 kids and me. It's something we can all do together. We homeschool, so to me it's just another activity that we've gotten involved in as a family.
Unicyclists are highly skilled with a keen sense of self-discipline and concentration. Just watch these riders. Their sense of balance and control is amazing. This is great for developing character and a sense of accomplishment. But the most obvious trait it develops?
Persistence. I'm not a very persistent person, but when I want to learn a unicycling trick, I just keep going at it until I land it. If I'm close to landing a big new trick that I haven't landed before, there's definitely an adrenaline rush, and I just keep going at it and at it.
And what's the reason for sticking to it so persistently?
It's just super fun. It feels like you're doing something cool, and it makes you feel good.
I got into it because of my dad. He was a mountain biker, and in his circle of mountain biker friends, they saw a mountain unicyclist and decided that they wanted to learn to mountain unicycles. I became curious, and the day before my 7th birthday, I actually learned how to ride a unicycle. When I was just starting, I had very limited success, you know, getting 2 feet, getting 5 feet, 10 feet maybe was fantastic, but one night I got over 100 feet. And that is the best feeling I've ever experienced in my entire life. Since then, I haven't had any one single experience that has been as impressive, but learning new tricks, teaching other people, Those would have to be the most exciting parts for me now.
Satisfaction from helping or teaching someone seems to be a common reward in the unicycle community.
The most uncoordinated person can still learn it if they want to. If I'm learning something new, it takes me ages, but I'm stubborn.
This looks like such an interesting and dynamic activity. What would it take for a beginner like me, say, to get involved with it?
Do you want to try?
Yeah. Of course I did. I love a challenge. Connie assured me they could have me riding in no time, so hi-ho, off to school we go. I could tell this is easier to learn with some help.
I can teach someone in maybe 10% of the time that it would take you if you were completely on your own.
They went over some basics to get me on the fast-track learning program and then suggested a better place to learn. So we hit the gym. Everyone has activities and sensations they like. For some, it's the sensation of speed, while for others, it's something more slow and methodical, maintaining the element of control. It might be a difficult challenge or refined skill, or perhaps throwing caution to the wind and feeling the thrill of being out of control. It's a diverse world and there's something for everyone. Get out and see what you like.
Life to the Max is brought to you by Life Touch, photography for a lifetime.